Alright, so I'm going to change the oil on this. I did a video a while back, I believe it was 2 years ago, and I'm changing the oil again. This time I'm going to put in a synthetic oil. I also have a Honda filter because I know there was a complete meltdown that I used a Fram filter. There also was a comment that I put the filter in the wrong way. So we're going to take it off, we'll take it out. I'm not going to show you the actual how to change the oil, but we're going to take a look at the filter to see if the filter actually destroyed my engine. We'll see if the filter was put in the incorrect orientation, and well, I'll show you what I'm using for oil and the filter that I'm using. Alright, so I got the oil draining here. We'll just take a look at the filter side because this is where all the discrepancies begin, I guess. So if you look here, it says notice, filter seal faces out, and the filter is behind there, so we got to pull that cover off. I guess I should mention this is a Honda Rancher 420 ES, but like I said, this is kind of a follow-up to that video 2 years ago. When I did drop the oil, it didn't look real dark. I didn't expect it to. There's not a lot of miles or hours on it, but I want to get the synthetic in it. That should help when it's really cold for starting, and it should last longer. And this is what I'm using. Honda calls for 1030, but that seems to be some sort of unicorn oil. Can't find it in a synthetic or aftermarket with the correct specification. It's got to be the JSOMA and API, what is it, SG or higher. So I know the oil I had in here was a 1040. It wasn't synthetic though. I think it was like Valvoline motorcycle oil with whatever the specification is supposed to be. So we're going to try this AMSOIL. I think they make a 0W40 as well, but I'm not so sure about that. So we'll try this and see how this works. We don't get the miles or the hours on it, so that's why I want to go synthetic and maybe space out the intervals a little bit. Alright, so I got it popped off, and that's the orientation that I had it in there. And I know a lot of people are probably saying that that's incorrect. We'll see. Like I said, I don't think it is. I thought even there was some printing on the inside of the filter that said this side toward engine, but maybe I'm thinking of the filter I pulled out because the original one would have been a Honda filter, and I just matched up the same orientation that the Honda was. I don't know how you can goof it up. That there is going to be the cover, and you can see there's a hole in the middle there. Looks like that's where that rubber piece fits in, but I can see how people get it confused. So let's take a look at the Honda filter. So here's the part number, and I got this right from the dealer that I bought the machine from. And alright, so this is the Honda filter. And what does it say here? Okay. Towards engine. This side and spring towards engine. And let's see if we can get this to, it's hard to see here. Toward filter cover. I don't know about you, but that sure looks like that's the way I have it. And this would be the, says towards engine side, so it would go in there like this. So that's the exact orientation that I had that filter in. So maybe it was just a guy trolling me. Maybe it's somebody who has no clue. Maybe it's both. Who knows? Okay, so for those of you that are confused about this, so this rubber part on the filter here is going to sit over top of this here, and you're probably saying, well, that's not right because the engine works the other way and it's got to, but if you look here, there's actually a passage that comes through and there's a hole here. That hole lines up with that O-ring, so that oil passes through that cover and that passage over to this O-ring, so that's how it gets filtered. So if you put the filter in the other way, yeah, it's not going to work. You're actually going to stop the amount of oil flow because you have the filter in like this instead of like that. So I don't know why there's so much confusion on this. If you watch the way it comes out, that's the way it's got to go back in, whether you're putting in an aftermarket filter or the factory filter. And the factory one here has it marked 10 different ways, so you really can't goof it up. Let's pull this out. So here's the filter, the Fram, and it really doesn't look like anything. Doesn't look like the filter media has deteriorated or let go or anything like that. So again, let's not lose our minds over something that's not worth losing. Alright, so here we go. We're going to throw this in. I'll show you how to do it one more time here for all the non-believers. So again, when you look at it, it says right on the filter, if you get a Honda filter, this side and spring towards engine. So it goes like this. This rubber piece needs to be facing out because that corresponds with the cap. And like I said, there's this channel that comes through here, and that's where the oil needs to go through. One thing to note, and it's kind of hard to see, there's an O-ring over here. Make sure you get that from your dealer. They sometimes don't include that because parts guys don't always know. So, and then I also changed the O-ring on the cap as well, on the filter cap here. And you're just going to get lined up, get your screws started, and then tighten it down. And after we get it filled up, we'll run it a little bit, check it for leaks, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I just got done running it here, checking for leaks, didn't find any. I plan to wash it off here and get some of those leaves out, but I don't know, I'm losing a little bit of the ambition today, I guess. So, I don't know, I guess the whole moral of the story here is that's how you change the filter. And even when you look on the cover here, I looked at this now after the fact. On the cover, it says filter seal faces out. So I believe what they're saying there is like the rubber part of the oil filter, that's the seal, that needs to face out. And like I said, you can see the oil comes right through here. So that's why that rubber seal has to fit there. I can see why people get it mixed up, because it seems like it would go the other way, but clearly I did it the right way. And as long as you're paying attention to what you're doing, either taking it apart or reading the directions and the filter itself, you can't goof it up. I guess the other moral is that the Fram filter didn't destroy anything, so I wouldn't worry about it. I guess I could have went with a Fram, but it is what it is, I guess. So, alright, other than that, I'm going to wrap this video up, and we'll catch you later.